EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway.
He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. Shrugs him off. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, so we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big deal.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8. Maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. first down. Here's the run with Cook.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings us 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Cook again.
He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Throwing now is Allen.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cook. Will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Well, now how about this return?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Ray. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are once again back
2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Bills. Quentin Morris, 64 yards.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 2.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll give to Pollard running left. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Again, it's Cook.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively. The first incompletion, and more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Left side, Cook. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And he fires one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A give. This is Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can... Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive. Go.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about, not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get an interception, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Allen now on the sneak.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
78 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They run it again with Cook. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Cook up the gut. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Big play looming here. This is 3rd and 7 with a crowd on their feet.
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Up the middle, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Gosh, given the time and the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Here's Allen.
On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. This is 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw, Prescott. Into the hands of Cooks.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it.